Hello and welcome to Audio Quicktips. My name's Lee Woodward. This week I'm joined by the very famous person and author of Build Your Own Real Estate Practice, Manos Vindakakis. Manos, welcome aboard.
Hi Lee, good to be back.
Manos, many of our people out there get busy, they're under the pump, they then need some additional help, but quite often make the mistake of bringing the wrong type of help in, not knowing the financial and tasking that's available to them. You've had a great breakthrough within your own team. What have you done?
Well, we recently reviewed all our administration processes from our front desk. So we're talking about reception, sales support, marketing. And we looked at all the components that were taking up a lot of the time of our key personnel, our admin staff. When we dissected all the tasks, we looked at all the tasks from a client contact point of view and a non-client contact point of view. So we separated those tasks. I sat down and we brainstormed with the admin team. We said, who can we allocate these non-client contact tasks to? And who can we assign these tasks to in a more dollar cost-effective way? And we identified that we could probably get some juniors in and actually do some of these tasks.
Manos, what do these juniors actually do?
Well, they can do database management, database emails, database SMSs. One of our key sales support is our Magic 25s, which is our just listed, home open invite, buyer activity, under contract, just sold, and welcome new neighbours. Flyers that get produced in-house and then tailored to each individual agent to be sent out.
I'll just interrupt there. This junior comes in and prints out the just sold or just listed, puts them in a pile, ready for the agent to take out into the marketplace themselves versus them doing the drop. Why was that decision made that, okay, we can produce it, put it in a pile, but you get it out as an agent?
Well, we found that we left it up to the agents to actually produce the document. They actually didn't get around to doing it. So the activity wasn't executed. But once they come into work and they see it in their pigeonhole, ready to do their Magic 25, it's just automatic that they actually go out there and do it. It's been produced. It needs to be done. It's part of our minimum standards as well. So it does get done.
What else are these people doing?
One of the big things that they're doing is anniversary cards, the thank you cards as well. And probably the most important part is our sold story. So once a property is sold with our agents, we have a checklist that's been completed by the agents. That checklist has all the details pertaining to that sold property. Days on market, advertised price, any adjusted advertising price, the first offer, the final offer, the recovery rate, the dollars spent on marketing, where the buyer was sourced, anything pertaining in particular to that property. Once we have that information from the sales agent, the junior takes that information and actually produces a template, colour brochure of that whole entire sold story, given back to the lead agent, and also is available for the rest of the team to be used in their pre-list kits and their marketing collateral.
How many hours a week have you got these people doing?
We engaged 5 juniors and we have 2 juniors on every night. It's approximately 6 hours worth of work every day during the week. The advantage is over school holidays is that we actually bring them in during the day and actually do extra activities as well.
And what are you paying for a junior to do these activities?
A 15 and 16-year-old are being paid $12 an hour on a casual rate.
Now, the casual rate is interesting because you get them for a blast of time, whereas traditionally in support, there's been a bit of a challenge with the sick days, the time off. Is that what you were finding?
Absolutely. Like if I look at my administration team, as it currently stands at our Frankston office, and we're just talking about a single office, 4 full-time sales support. If you look at their holidays, they're all entitled to 4 weeks holiday. There's 4 months of the year taken out. If you start adding some public holidays, and then start adding in the sick days, you're probably out of action 6 to 7 months of the year. So you're down to 3 people for the majority of the year in most cases. So you really don't have 4 full-time people. You actually only have 3. And what you find is that when you're missing that one particular person, those activities, those non-client interaction activities, are the ones that get left behind. And technically speaking, they're probably the most important because that keeps your prospecting up to speed.
So what time of the day are they arriving?
So I think it's important to find out how we actually selected these juniors. We looked at a school that was close by to the office to make sure accessibility to the office was close. We contacted the careers officer and we said we need to interview. We're looking at engaging 5 juniors to help, obviously with some office administration work. We ended up interviewing 25 juniors. From that, we selected 5. Their hours of work were between 3:30 to 6:30 of the evening.
The ones that didn't get selected, you actually went back to the school with a box of chocolates for each of them.
It was Thekla's idea, our office administrator, and she said, Manos, for the 20 people that didn't make it, what I'd like to do is go back to the careers officer, have a box of chocolates and obviously a thank you but disappointed card that you didn't get the job. Yeah, just from a PR point of view, it was sensational. Following that, once we engaged those 5 though, we also got the parents to come into the office. So when we had an induction process, just a mini induction for these juniors, we brought the parents in to obviously show them around the office, talk to them about what their activities are, obviously OH&S, privacy rules, the whole lot. But that was also a fantastic PR, and we coincided it with our monthly pizza night. So all the families were welcome to come to the pizza night, which they did, and just got a good vibe for the office and the way we operated in our culture.
And how's it going on the personal productivity side? You seen the benefits straight away? Have they slackened off? Have they not turned up?
Dramatic. It's exceeded our expectations. What we're finding is something that took our administrators who were manning the front desks an hour and a half, for example, to produce a sold story from start to finish. It normally took between 1.5 hours for an administrator to finish. A junior comes in now punching out between 2 to 3 per hour. So productivity has skyrocketed, because they're not being interrupted with the day-to-day stuff that administrators do at the front desk.
Manos, great information. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Lee.
So in summary, today's coaching tip is make a list of non-contact or client phone call style work, interview that junior and have them come in the afternoon between 3:30 and 6:30. And the magic's this, that becomes a productivity blast. We understand the importance of preparation, but you watch what you do yourself when you have to prep for someone coming in the afternoon. You'll have to do that thinking of what will they do? Have I got everything ready for them to do their part? Because you don't want to let them down. You've offered them a part-time job. And then suddenly at the end of the shift, you've got all the prospecting activities and mechanisms to get out there and do it yourself. And this is all being achieved without full-time employment. It's just a productivity blast, but the coaching tip is it makes you get organised to be organised. I hope you've enjoyed the program. I look forward to speaking to you next week. I look forward to seeing you or meeting you at the Complete Salesperson course. I'm Lee Woodward. Goodbye.